of issues.
Looks like they picked up a decent amount of hit points. I'm seeing up to an NG and Elmore both at upwards of 100 hit points. So I imagine they picked up a good chunk there.
Indeed, that is a thing. Checking out the Twitch channel though, looks like Twitch is acting the fool because yeah, they do not have any sites. They don't see stream.
Twitch chat, stop by telling me that yeah, looks like that's what the firewall there is. Oh.
We're back. We're back now.
They're back.
We're back.
Check out your Arby's ad. Get yourself a roast beef sandwich.
Indeed. So there was a cave to that deep swamp. So wherever Cyberdark is at, while we were taking care of some technical difficulties, had a cave, but was it tablet?
Well, I believe the Erdrick, this Garen grave, I think, was in a swamp. I'm not sure if that's the same one that Cyberdark sees, but that's the one that Marashu is in.
That is true. By the way, the level 9 levels, 3, 21, 7, and 4 with a new spell. And... oh! What was that flame? What was that flame? Oh, draw Magi with flames.
I think I almost saw Elmore St. James sell Erdrick's armor for 1 gold. I think he was looking at that magic armor, maybe forgot that he had Erdrick. I'm pretty sure he canceled that out, though.
He did. And he got himself a club.
You know, sometimes the best thing you can do is just go clubbing. Maybe they'll find some baby seals out there. I'm not sure. Sorry, that was dark. That was very dark.
That should not be the case. And mini flame, baby breath. So the Dragon Lord didn't give him the Droll Magi the complete blessing.
Yeah, if I recall, there were some slightly scary things in there. Like there's that Star Wyvern in that Garen's grave. So we'll see if Marashu can make it to the bottom. Of course, we know he doesn't really have to go down there. Anything below this first floor, he's only going to find cursed belts. For his knowledge, though, certainly is good information to have.
Indeed, and the deputy manages to get Cybertalk gets away from a deputy. So in about 5 minutes, for those who have not gotten the lowdown, we will let you know what we get. So far, looks like Elmore St. James is going to knuckle down and beat down a AK-47 that only has the sleep option. And we found Tablet Cave. Cyberdark with the tablet look. 1 chest, no enemies.
I'm waiting with bated breath to see what Erdrick left his heir. We'll have to wait just a few more tiles. And here it comes. It's a fairy flute.
Oh, a fairy flute. Uh-oh. That's something off the table. So by process of elimination, that token might be in one of our search spots, either Hawk's Nest or at the coordinates.
Yeah, we've got token and we've got sword. I think are the only things that left that can be there.
Death necklace.
Oh, Death Necklace can be in the search tile as well. I was thinking that had to be in a chest, but I think you're right. So we'll see.
Right now, it looks like Up to NG is going to actually make a look into Hawk's Nest after he asks the Axe Knight a question. And, oh, Marasu has found Keysville, the town of Rimeldar.
I'm actually a little surprised that he's going around to pick up the keys. I thought they had more or less stocked up on them in Tantagel, but maybe he just wants to top it off there and make sure he's got plenty for the rest of his journey. I'm pretty sure if you top off at 6 at this point, you probably won't need any more for the rest of the game. That could be what's going through the mind.
Of course. And he's going to exit, and then he's going to go right back in. And Cyberdoc has found Garenham!
Now this would be interesting. There's 3 chests, as well as, I believe, what has to be the mountain cave. I think that's the only thing we haven't seen in the back. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that sets up a grind? Let me see, there's what, 5 chests?
Well, hold on. Death Necklace is in Rimmildar. And an Axe Knight, in the an Axe Knight on this tile, the Hawk's Nest tile. If he beats that Axe Knight, oh, I missed level 10. Erdrick's token. Oh, wait a minute. The search tile is the sword.
The overworld search tile.
45 south, 40 east is the sword.
Very interesting. Now, none of our runners... I don't think a gold grind is possible unless I'm miscounting the number of chests that are in this cave here. So I'm pretty sure a flame sword is all but out of the question unless they do a whole lot of grinding without dying. So they're definitely want to go look for that spot.
Indeed, and Hawk's Nest has the last item, so at any time, Up 2 and G can go to Bill the Jerk, get his rainbow drop, and do a thing. But he's going to grind here, and he's going to get 4, 12, 14, and a spell for his problems. Is it the flamethrower? Well, it's not going to matter. He's going to smack him around. So we're going to do a complete overhaul here because everything has been found. So, at the just under 30-minute mark, let's go and give you the rundown. If you want access to your Erdrick's armor, you will go to the armory. You want the Stones of Sunlight? Also found in the armory. The Silver Harp was in Cole, I believe. Cole had
just to the north of home in Cole.
Amen to that. There's no major items in Sharlock. Say you. Erdrick's sword is at 45 south, 40 east. The Erdrick's token is in Hawk's Nest. Death Necklace is at Rimmildar. And Fairy Flute was at Tablet Cave. And that's everything.
Yeah, the only thing that they're really missing is, I guess, the dragon scale. So that, I suppose, could be in Sharlock. Unfortunately for Cyberdark, he is going to go down through this entire mountain cave. We know that there's nothing for him there, but he doesn't know that.
And Marashu has found the Big C. Sharlock incoming. Looks like on the second continent, deep to the dirt in the south.
So they're going to the deep south of the second continent for that Sharlock. Of course, nobody has quite turned in for their rainbow drop. Yeah, oh, it looks like Up 2 and G has turned in his rainbow drop. Looks like there might be some technical difficulties going on his screen right now.
Yeah, it looks like a couple of difficulties on his screen. But if I was Up 2 and G, I would look for that sword like now.
Absolutely. I think Up 2 and G... well, he doesn't know about the necklace yet, so he may not have the full knowledge or the flute, so he doesn't quite know that he has to go searching for it.
But before we do that, Speed Gaming, welcome to the party with your party raid of 8 to 5. We appreciate you coming by. And I will let Vale here give you the lowdown of what everything you missed up to this point. Go ahead.
Absolutely. So you're checking out just 4 of 16 runners in our weekly Dragon Warrior randomizer race. In terms of what we've seen on the screen, we pretty much have knowledge of where everything is. At this point, though, we'd have to say Elmore St. James and Up 2 and G kind of have the most knowledge of where all the things are. At this point, the only thing that's left really to be found overall is Erdrick's sword, which we know is going to be on the overworld search tile. So once they've found that, they'll be able to turn in their rainbow drop for a rainbow bridge and enter Sharlock Castle and take on that Dragon Lord. And of course, they'll have to get a few more levels. Their stats aren't quite there yet. Of course, it looks like Up to NG is broadcasting at about 1 frame per minute, so we'll have to kind of guess at what's going on his screen. But it looks like he's going at least through the swamp cave. I think that's what the cave standing in front of is.
And it looks like I didn't miss a whole lot. Now CyberDoctor found the big C. And are we still having problems with Up to NG?
Yeah, he's having some. Looks like we're having some difficulty on his broadcast. As I was saying, it looks like he's pushing out about 1 frame per minute.
Makes some sense. Also, just to put it out there to everybody here. Oh, wait a minute.
He rescued the princess.
Yes. What was on the princess? What was on Nani? What was on the tile?
No idea, but I'm guessing he's picking up this princess to make his search easier. Maybe he has deduced that that's where he needs to go for the sword.
He might have deduced that there might be a point of interest at that spot, and he will not go unrewarded.
Of course, I don't recall him ever finding Cantlin yet, so I'm not sure if he's found the coordinates.
I think he did. If he did, it was definitely while we were focusing on others.
Yeah, I mean, I know the left 2 runners, Marashu and Cyberdark, have found it, but I did not catch it if Elmore, St. James, or Up to NG have been there. But yeah, he's got that Gwalen turned in. We'll see if he immediately starts searching.
At level 12, 3, 13, 2, no agility this time. And looks like Marashu is wandering around what seems to be carrying him.
Looks like Elmore St. James has found Cantlin, so he'll probably be picking up those coordinates here momentarily.
And he upgrades himself from an axe to a broadsword.
It's a pretty nice upgrade right there. That'll allow him to, to poke a few enemies a little bit faster. They've been taking on some good end game enemies already. But with that broadsword, it'll be just that much more safe and that much more better. Meanwhile, we've got Cyberdark here taking on the Blue Dragon. I'm guessing that sword, those coordinates, must be on the other continent, because this is the second kind of dive in towards the princess we've seen. Now, it could be that Cyberdark's just setting up a grind, but no, he's picking up that princess.
And Up to NG has finally got his coordinates. So he might not have gotten his coordinates, but he found what he needed. And he's probably going to do a Gwalen check first. So he's going to activate the GPS and see where things is at. So from Cantlin, he is 59 north.
So totally other side of Cantlin. If I remember, it was what, 45 south and 40 east? Do we have that written down somewhere?
45 south, 40 east. Yep, that is indeed the correct answer. So looking back at the footage, he is 59 south, 47 west. So he's gotta go stupid east.
And I'm trying to think, who has seen Sharlock? I'm pretty sure Marashu has seen it. I think Up to NG has seen it. Cyberdark, I'm pretty sure, seen it. I'm not so certain about Elmore St. James, who had that early exploration lead, but I don't think I've seen Sharlock on his screen yet.
I believe he did find Sharlock. I think he was the first to find it. No, actually, he was probably the last to find it.
So if they all know where it is. Of course, Elmore still hasn't turned in his rainbow drop yet. Looks like Up to NG's the only one that's taking care of all the homework.
Yeah, but it looks like Up to NG is stupid north of the castle, though.
Yeah, he's kind of in the wrong place, unless he's just looking for stuff to grind up. Kind of grind exploring. 3, 13, 2. I believe that was a 0 on the first stat there. Maybe it was a 0 on the hit points.
0 at level 12, it was 0 on the agility.
Yeah. Don't like those goose eggs, not one bit.
like Mirage, looks like Up 2NG is making the count. He is going way east for this. Hopefully he's in the right location.
Well, I believe, despite being, on the wrong end when he found the coordinates, I think maybe it has to be on that continent. I'm not 100% certain. This has been kind of a confusing map for me to kind of keep track of where things are. With all these rivers and stuff and having 2 continents, it is kind of hard to gain your bearings sometimes.
Squirrely191, hey! SpeedGaming 2 appreciates you subscribing with Prime. Thank you for the Prime.
Absolutely. Enjoy that Drogon Lord emote. He's a lot of fun to play with. And we hope to see you around on SpeedGaming 2 some more in the future.
Indeed, and Up 2NG is found in Tablet Cave and is disappointed to get his fairy flute.
Erdrick's flute. I like the fairy flute, even though it does take up 8 seconds in a battle. The tune is catchy. I rather enjoy it.
Alright, so he's in the right location, but he is now gotta go deeper south. So deeper still.
So far south, he's gonna run into Nick Saban, deep in Alabama.
And he made it to Garrenham. So Garrenham is to the south, and so is Sharlock. So if he gets that sword, he probably will go back to the castle. If the return spell's already here, he's going to go back to the castle. Actually, no, he might actually go to Hawk's Nest and beat down an Axe Knight, because the Axe Knight is pretty much a joke at this point.
Yeah, they've got that Hurtmore spell. That Axe Knight is easy pickings. Axe Knight plus Hurtmore is the fastest experience in the game when it's on a grind tile. In fact, we see CyberDark86 exploiting that right now. So if you keep an eye on his experience bar there, you're going to see that just go up really, really fast. Again, usually you can take it out in one shot with that Hurtmore spell. Sometimes it takes a second shot. But all in all, it is the fastest experience per minute or experience per second that you can get.
Uh-oh, hold on. Wrong way. And he gets his sword! His sword's in the middle of the boot. He's in the other continent! Ladies and gentlemen, he has gotten the big stick.
Yes, and that puts Up 2NG, I would say, despite not grinding right now, and not having the experience lead, he has everything he needs. He is now in a grind and go situation. He's even got his drop. So Up 2NG is definitely sitting in a good position. The question is, will he be able to get his experience before other people finish their homework? Right now, CyberDark doing that grind a little bit early. Looks like he's walking some hit points up before taking on his next Axe Knight.
He is, and it looks like currently right now, everybody has gotten the token. And, a really good opportunity to take down the AK-47 with sword and Hurtmore combo.
Yeah, those AK-47s aren't too bad either with that, again, with their hurt spell and stop spell that they have. They're not doing any damage to you, but it's still not going to be fast as that Axe Knight, especially since he has to walk between to get them. So I don't see this as an optimal grind location, although there are good monsters here. He would be best to go find Hawksness. Now, I don't think that Up 2NG actually went to Hawksness, or maybe he did. Well, he must have, right? That's where the flute was.
That was where the token was.
The token was. So, yeah, I would be making a beeline for Hawksness right now.
The power right now is at 115, so it's not quite strong enough yet. But the defense power is at 75, and he has found Sharlock deep to the dirty south. But this is going to be an interesting play here. Up 2NG needs to find a spot to grind, because if he does not, he might be in trouble. And currently right now, CyberDark has his princess, and Mirage may need to get his princess. So Level 13, we missed it on Elmore St. James, so we'll get another opportunity for that. And it looks like Marashu at level 10 is gonna pick up his Azure Candy.
All right, so we're trying to see what's going on in Elmore St. James. It looks like he has found this. What is this? This is
Tablet Cave.
Oh, the tablet cave. So yeah, he still doesn't know about where everything is. Unfortunately, we know it's a waste of time to go into this cave, but that's the advantage of sitting up here in the commentator's booth. We kind of have that ultimate knowledge, the knowledge of 4 screens.
Oh, the knowledge of 4 screens and the power of insight.
Yes, the power of hindsight.
Which is 50-50. So right now, the equipment lead is going to up 2NG, and as it stands right now, he is actually not in the experience lead, but rather Elmore St. James is in the experience lead currently.
Yes. Now, I think up to NG, it looks like he is making his way in the direction of Hawkness. If I remember, it was to the north of town, or of home. So I think that's where he's going right now.
Yep, up 2NG is making his way northbound.
But maybe he's forgotten where it is, because it looks like he's checking a few dead ends.
Who knows? And Marashu is back at Kingdom 6.
So it looks like we probably will not see a silver shield purchase. There just was nowhere to get the gold at that. So large shield's going to be their best defensive offhand. But again, up to NG, kind of the only one with Erdrick's sword so far.
And Elmore St. James has found, if he didn't find Sherlock before, he found it now.
And it looks like Marashu has picked up his level 11. Meanwhile, our runners are in a kind of more or less grind and go situation. There's a few items to be picked up on Elmore St. James, Cyberdark, and Marashu's side. Up to NG, though, definitely just needs to find somewhere to settle into a grind and find that go level. And I believe he is trying to rediscover Hawksness. It looks like there was some poking around, checking some areas, and finding dead ends. But I think that's what he's looking for, because he would know that there's an Axe Knight there. So we're just going to see how that works out for him, if he can settle into that grind before somebody else kind of sneaks away with the lead. But I would put up to NG at the lead right now. He's got all the stuff.
Indeed. By the way, level 13, 1, 2, 3, 9, and a new spell, which was Return. He's gonna go to. He's found Hawk's Nest. He knew Hawk's Nest was in the first continent, so he's gonna go. He's gonna beat down the Axe Knight. He's going to grind to his heart's content to level 14. Right now, if he has the HP, he may not have enough heal mores yet, but if he gets a major boost in power and MP, we may be looking at a 14 Sherlock trip.
It is very possible. So we'll see how this grind treats him. And we should see him popping up to level 14 just very momentarily. Like I said, the XP goes quick when you've got an Axe Knight and a Hurtmore.
Indeed. And while everybody is gonna go through the grind moments and whatever the case may be, make sure you give a shout out, give a follow to everybody who is racing today, to include the big list that we put out there. Give a shout out to Vay, myself, and Renokai as well, because we only do this to make the runners look good.
Absolutely. A lot of great runners on here, and they do randomizers, not just Dragon Warrior randomizers, but you'll see all kinds of randomizers on there. So if you're into the randomization scene, these are great runners to follow. So yeah, be sure to check them out and support their streams.
Indeed. So while we're currently in the break of the action, and while they're grinding, Fun fact. The wicked wife, who is my wife, has bestowed upon me the juices of orange while I was currently commentating.
Delicious orangish juices. And thank you, Lorgon, for the 1 bit. He says, yay, production. I agree. Yay, production.
Yay, production. So, for those who probably didn't get the, that did not get the entire cast of 16 runners today racing, let's go down the line here of who's racing this evening. NES Cards, DK9146, Up to NG, Smashy, Aaron2U2, BLK, EMP, Beta Strep, Cyberdark, Asmati Games, Elmore St. James, Ferron Burgundy, Jay Coper came in out of nowhere, Marashu, NYC Guy, Sausage Link makes up 16 in total for today.
We got 6172 and a new spell for level 14. I don't think that quite puts him there. 119 attack power is not quite where you want to be. And so the grind continues. We'll see what level 15 brings.
Indeed. Also, Lauren, thank you for the information. One of our off-screen runners is diving in Sharlock as we speak.
So we may see a finish time come up here. So we will keep you apprised of those as they plink in. I can't really see what's going on there, but I can see when they finish. So we'll let you know if and when that happens.
I'll keep you guys covered because I do have access to that screen. Level 14 wasn't much. Right now, the magic number to go and take down Mr. Dragon Lord himself is 129 attack points.
Yeah, their hit points are looking pretty nice, and looks like Up to NG doesn't have a death necklace, but some of our other runners are. It's definitely available. I think that was what was in Rimmildar. So, I mean, that may play in, because, again, he's sitting at 121. If they get another nice hit point boost, that could make a difference. You don't want to use it just quite yet.
That is true.
Of course, the Death Necklace in this version of the randomizer sacrifices 25 of your hit points, 25% of your hit points, and it adds 10 to your attack power. So it's just another way to potentially get yourself ready for, get yourself Dragon Lord ready. Of course, it is a cursed item, so you don't want to put it on too early. Although there are some times where you might see somebody do it for a grind to make grinds go faster.
Also, putting on anything that is cursed gives the unwanted effect of you getting tossed out the castle if you do die. So, just put that into your skulls.
Absolutely. And in terms of, like minimum stats and that, when you're thinking about hit points, you want to have at least 97 hit points. 97 hit points ensures that you are able to take 2 full Dragon Lord 2 breaths from the Dragon Lord, which he is known to spit out. You also want to have an attack power that's a little bit more variable. The general formula is you take your attack power, you subtract 100 from it, you divide that by 2, that gives you your maximum swing. You divide that by 2 again, that gives you your minimum swing. And you can kind of compare that to the Dragon Lord's 150 to 165 hit points that he'll have, and the number of heal mores that you'll have to be able to do it. So in general, you want to have about 2 more heal mores than you have than swings that you'll be making. There are some other things that can factor into that, but that's kind of the general case. And right now, we're just not quite there.
To the great Sir Nico, in the original vanilla game, neither the belt or the necklace or the death necklace gave you any bonuses. Well, luckily, thanks to the randomizer, the death necklace will cut your HP by a quarter, but it will bestow upon you 10 extra attack power. If Up to NG had that death necklace, he would be diving right now. Well, maybe.
Yeah, he would be kind of on the bubble. I think it might put him down in the danger zone of hit points if he were to wear it right now. But he's certainly in real close to it. I'd kind kind of can't math in my head how much he'd lose on it. I know there's a set number where it needs to be, and chat could probably put that out there. But just also to add that, yeah, the Cursed Necklace, the Cursed Belt, the main advantages of those is that you can sell them. You know, you get 120 gold for a Cursed Belt, and you get, I want to say it's 1750 for a Cursed Necklace. So they were nice to have to sell. But yeah, in general, they just kind of make you the Cursed Outcast, and you typically don't want to put those on. Looks like...
Oh, hold on. Level 15 incoming. 6, 1, 8, 4. Not enough. HP is looking pretty good. MP is not bad. But the attack power is still not there. 4 shy to take on Mr. Dragon Lord himself.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Looks like he's going to have to keep going. Now he's in a place where having that Death Necklace might make the difference, right? Having that Death Necklace at level 15, I think, could push you into that area because that's an extra 10 attack power. And with the 130 or so hit points, he's definitely able to sacrifice enough to go in there.
Yeah, he would still have at least 100 HP. At least 100 HP to mess around with. But right now, this is an interesting situation here. Marashu and Elmore St. James each have the Death Necklace. But here's the problem. Nobody else on the current feed has that sword. Yeah,
it looks like nobody has gone for it. Everybody else is looking everywhere but those corners. It's like Cyberdark's just about to pick it up. And I think he also cleared like every chest. Up to NG just did a really good job of going and getting it early. I don't think that he dived all of those areas. Maybe he did. But that being able to get that sword and settle into that grind, it definitely puts him in the clear advantage. Like he's up to NG is in the driver's seat. It's his race to lose. And I'm certain that once he gets to level 16, gets that little bit more attack power, he should probably be ready to rock and roll.
Oh, also remember, he did figure out that, remember, all key items was just about accounted for outside of the Death Necklace, and he knew that Mountain Cave definitely had a much lower opportunity of having his sword, so he did make the check.
Yeah, and so that early check, that definitely served him well. Because since then, I've seen everybody dive into the Mountain Cave and dive into the grave. It's like, no, don't do that. You know that there's nothing there. Well, I know there's nothing there, but they don't know that. Well, they know it now. Looks like we've got a report from Racetype GG. It looks like Sausage Link has forfeited the race. Could have had something going on where he had to stop it. Oh, it looks like he got a blue screen there.
He blue screened 52 minutes in. So about 5 minutes ago, he blue screened at the GG. Give you a shout out to Sausage Link. Fighting the good fight, but technicalities got him to bow out a little early.
Dragon Lord be creeping into his emulator. Preemptive strike.
Dragon Lord be hating. He be choke-slamming people even through emulators. And Renault and our tractor saying, "Thy Windows operating system causeth thine downfall."
When the ball of radiance only shines out blue light, you know you're in trouble.
Dragon Lord 2 Brothers coming on a big strong there. A bit strong. And Wizzy and Wiziski says window uses blue screen of death. Emulator uses the race battery saves Sausage forfeits. Ouch. The jokes are in.
All right, so it looks like Up to NG is closing in on that level 16. We should see it in another couple of Axe Nights.
That is true. Cyberdog does have his sword, but he does not know he doesn't have the Death Necklace, so he does not have the means to do an early dive in Sherlock, because he could have made a trip. He might have been able to make that trip with his current HP.
That is true. Also looks like, I'm not sure what he's trying to grind up here. Trying to grind Stoneman. I mean, we know that Cyberdark knows that the Axe Knight is there. We saw him grinding it earlier. And speaking of Axe Knights, we've got 5 power, 3 speed, 4 hit points, 9 magic. I think that might put us just right where we need to be to make this happen.
Indeed, but Up 2NG is a little too late. NES Cards has walked in as the gold medalist with official SRL time, official race time of 58 minutes, 32 seconds.
Yeah, so go ahead and send that GG out to Ness Cardinality, getting that sub-hour finish. Ness, of course, almost synonymous with Dragon Warrior Randomizer. So excellent job there, and kind of an expected first place finish. So well done.
And it looks like Up 2NG is... Okay, so he's going through Swamp Cave, and everybody has now gotten their candy. And looks like he's going to... Axe Knight being a little rude there, telling you, you're not burning me this time. I'm going to block you. And according to Kilroy, he dove at 15.
Yeah, so I'm imagining that he had that death necklace. Even without it, it might be very close-ish doable. I'm not sure if you were following his stream, Kilroy. Did he do a death necklace on that one?
It gotta be at least a death necklace opportunity.
Yeah, he had the death necklace. Chat confirming. That would make sense. Again, as I was saying, like that extra 10 attack power, and you have the hit points to use it at level 15. On our screens right now, Up 2NG is kind of the only one that's grinded up that far, and he did not find Rimmeldar, and so did not have it. But we might see Marashu make that same early level 15 dive, as Marashu now taking on his Axe Knights, and does have a death necklace in tow. So Marashu might actually sneak this second place out from under Cyberdark.
But here's the thing, Cyberdark is making his way towards Sherlock now.
Or rather, Up 2NG to Sherlock. Sorry, I got that. Got the name set off there wrong.
Oh yeah, my apologies. Up 2NG is going to head over to Sherlock, Club Char, to go dance and take down the bouncer to go to the VIP room where the Dragon Lord, best man in all the land.
The Big C. Clubbing with the Big D.
And you know what? That is the thing. But I think he's gonna stop in Garinham, stay at the Ramada, and get his MP back and finish the pilgrimage.
Absolutely. You want to go in there with as many resources as possible. Oftentimes, Sherlock, the Dragon Lord himself isn't the big bad, but Sherlock Castle. So thinking about what we've seen, we know that red dragons are a pushover. Like, they're not going to be a problem at all. I think I've seen some blue dragons killed already, so they shouldn't pose too much of a problem. Green dragons, I don't think I've seen one yet, so I don't know what they have. The Star Wyverns, I think we're all right. What else?
The Park Rangers are a pushover. We have not seen golems.
All right, so yeah, we haven't seen golems. So, anything that has like sleep or is difficult to run away from could potentially cause some issues. I'm not sure where their agility is at and what their chances to run are. But there is a chance for some Sherlock nastiness. But at least we know the big bads, those red dragons, those armored knights aren't too much to worry about.
And right now, Up 2NG is in Sherlock. So if Marashu's gonna try to make it to the podium, he better make a move on. He might want to make a move on.
And yeah, we still haven't had any other folks finish from what I can see other than Ness Cardinality. So still a chance for Up 2NG to pull a second place out of this. And there was the golem. He got away no problem.
Oh,
Golem's usually pretty easy to run from.
Yeah, pretty easy to run from bricks. So right now he is now in the dive to Sherlock, and there's the deputy. There's the deputy. He runs from that. So it looks like it's going to be an easy run, unless the AK-47s are going to waste time with Stopswell.
Interestingly, about an hour and a half ago, all of our runners were inside of a golem's head, getting pulled out and seated up for the upcoming Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament. So if you're liking what you see on the screen right now, be sure to check that out across all of your favorite Speed Gaming channels and Randomizer channels, and you'll be seeing lots and lots and lots more of these Dragon Warrior Randomizer races over the next about 2 months or so.
Indeed, the summer/fall tournament, and looks like CyberDark has been sentenced to the house. Up to NG still making the pilgrimage over in Sharlock, and it looks like Marashu is hot on his heels. Oh, Marashu actually is gonna go and make a trip to find the sword first before making his way to Sharlock.
That's actually a very good plan. Taking on the Dragon Lord with a hand axe, probably a bad idea. I had totally forgot that he hadn't picked up his sword just yet.
Up to NG is gonna have to settle for third. Smashy just came in with an official race time at the silver medal at 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 53 seconds. Get your GGs in chat.
Absolutely. Good job, Smashy. Another very excellent runner. So good to see him finishing up there. And yeah, we'll keep you apprised as those runners come in. So it looks like it's going to be very close for those kind of podium counts. So yeah, up to NG, kind of fighting for that bronze. We'll see how he goes. He's only a room away. He's almost to the Dragon Lord's floor.
He's almost at the party. And he knows he doesn't have to go to the pyramid. He is at the party. Unfortunately, the officer of the day is telling him no.
Yeah, up to NG's already got his solo cup in hand. He doesn't need to stop off by the kitchen or anything. He's ready to have cocktails with the man himself.
We may have one of our off-screen runners actually come through for a little bit of an interview. Looks like Smashy might want to come on by.
All right, up to NG, round in the bend. He's coming to the trap tile. It is another Axe Knight. Not going to waste magic points on this one. You should get it down in 2 swings, maybe 3. Not 2 is enough. And we're ready to see this Dragon Lord here of vanilla colors, because he's using the vanilla hero.
He's going to be called the full, and now for the best dressed man in all the land. Here's Dragon Lord.
We've got a Hurt More turn 1. And then an attack. He's going to use herbs. He's looking for a stop spell. Stop spell, of course, doesn't go through Erdrick's armor, so he's hoping to like heal up and have the Dragon Lord cast a stop spell before going in. So we're going to pop that herb, and there's that stop spell, and he should be able to take him out on this swing. And so up to NG, going into Dragon Lord 2 with 101 hit points, 104 magic. He's at 8. Dragon Lord can have between 150 and 165 hit points.
Hey!
13 is 21.
Hello, Smashy! Your journey has ended. Congratulations on the silver medal. How do you feel for this seed today?
I feel like I did really well. I guess it just turned out that Nescard, I don't know if he wound up skipping Grave or if he went on 15, because I think, is Marashu going on 15? Because I actually didn't go on 15 because I was afraid of maybe Red Dragons were going to show up and ruin my day, because it felt real borderline on 15. As it turned out, the Red Dragons also sucked.
Oh, Red Dragons, the police were actually mall cops today, but before we continue on, Beta Strap takes bronze with an official race time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 52 seconds. Get your GGs in chat for that one. Smashy. Up 2NG is actually doing this on 16. Marashu's going on 15 with the Death Necklace, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, I did 16 with the Death Necklace, and I just tore through Dragon Lore because 16 gave us 5 strength and 9 MP when I was thinking I was going on 1 strength, 1 MP, so it's just like, yay, that much more security.
Also, looking at possibly what NES Cards did, he probably never went to the Mountain Cave in Garenham.
I completely skipped Garenham and Mountain Cave and Tablet.
Yeah, I mean, the Garen's Grave had that information of the 2 cursed belts. I think that anybody that went there before kind of some of the other places could potentially have that knowledge to know that I just need to find my sword elsewhere. And it looks like 2NG has finished his Dragon Lord.
He is done with his Dragon Lord. He's getting ready to turn in the Ball of Light, get his princess in his arms, and we will have an official SRL time, official race time for him super shortly. As soon as he gets the princess in his arms, he is good to go. Let's see, because he's currently going to be taking home the 10 princesses in his arms. And we have an official race time for Up 2NG. 1 hour, 9 minutes, 25 seconds. Get your GGs in chat.
Yeah, as it turns out for my routing, I didn't really go too far south when I started out the exploration on the second continent, and then I learned Hurtmore, and we got that 15 strength with the Hurtmore. It's just like, oh, I should go do the Spike Tiles right now. And from there, I just went straight for the coordinates, got the sword, and then I just happened to go east, and that just happened to be where the Charlock was. And so, yeah, I actually cut out a lot of exploration. I think the only real quote-unquote exploration miss I did was I went south at the beginning of the seed, which just turned out to be Breckenary. But even then, I was able to find some real good experience there. Like, I actually started out grinding at the start of the seed. I actually ground fairy water, got full inventory of fairy water, and at like level 6, I encountered a wizard and hit it a few times because we had really good health at that point, and I just thought, oh hey, I'm just gonna throw the rest of my fairy water at it and get this nice 120 experience. I actually wound up grinding enough money down there to get the large shield at that point, which wound up being where I stood with the rest of the seed.
Absolutely. Indeed. What we saw on screen, with the exploration where you're at, with the exception of Up 2NG, everybody kind of sat on that coordinate information and checked other places. So I think that's where we're seeing the big discrepancy on the screen here. Kind of like you said, you went to it early, you found that sword. A lot of other folks were that we're seeing on screen kind of, they dived the mountain, they dived a lot of other places. And it looks like we do have Up 2NG, so very good job. You're the first person on screen. Congratulations on your 4th out of 16. Pretty good finish there, so welcome in, and GG's. And what were your thoughts on the race?
Hey, thanks a lot. Yeah, I caught a little bit of the end of that conversation, and yeah, I agree. I ended up doing a preemptive princess rescue at some point. The swamp cave, like, you had to go through it to get to a lot of areas, and so at some point we were strong enough. I just felt like, well, I'll just get the princess now. And then, when I stumbled on Cantlin and got the coordinates, it was the last search spot, and I already had the rainbow drop. All I needed was the sword. So I think similar to Smashy, it wasn't that I just went straight for it, but I was kind of wandering in that direction. I ended up finding Garenham, for example, which I knew had to have Mountain Cave behind it. So that's like 8 chests, and you can like spend a bunch of time there. I just skipped it. It's just like, I want to go see the search spot first. So I feel like that paid off. I went search spot, and then it was like, yeah, I don't even have to go open all those chests. Unfortunately, though, I didn't have the death necklace, so skipping so many chests meant that I couldn't really count on it being anywhere in particular. So I ended up going to 16. I don't know, Smashy, if you ended up winning on 15.
I did, because if I had known Red Dragons were spamming Hurt, I would have went on 15. I was just thinking if we blew our Healmore's on the way down, it could get ugly. So
It's just if we had the death necklace, I think 15 was like a slam dunk. But it's like, without it, I was like, I don't know. And then I wanted to like maybe consider fairy water strats and go on 15. And then I had to like try and remember where Cantlin was so I could get fairy water and stuff. It would have been an extra side trip. So it's just like, you know what? There's an axe knight grind here. Let me just get 16. It's like another 3 minutes. We'll just get the quick grind and just one more level. And so, yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe if I just like risked it on 15, I don't know. Maybe I saved 2 or 3 minutes or something. But I'm pretty happy with it overall. It was one of those seeds, like you said, that exploration definitely played a role, and I mean, like, first place was under an hour, so that's just insane, like what was possible with this seed.
Hate to interrupt you guys. We currently got 2 people just coming in on 5th and 6th. Jake Coper has finished with an official race time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, 19 seconds, with DK9146 coming in right behind him at 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 42 seconds. Get your GGs in chat for our next 2 to walk through the doors. Wow, Marashi.
Absolutely. We also had Marashu did put on that death necklace that he found in Rimeldar and is fighting his Dragon Lord right now at level 15, so we'll see if that works out for him. And it looks like Cyberdark is also about to start his Dragon Lord 1 fight at level 16. No death necklace.
Oh, death necklace was in Rimeldar. Wow, I didn't even see that town until like I was ready to go try and find Sharlock, and yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, also like I could have gone back into the grave and like or into Mountain Cave, which is behind Garanham, looking for the necklace and still not found it. So yeah, I'm glad I just didn't bother with it.
Marashu did not win his fight against Mr. Dragon Lord.
What happened there? Did he run out of resources, or was that a miss menu? Or did he get hit really hard? Because there was no silver shield. I totally missed what happened to him there.
Oh yeah, I got hit for 50 by the Dragon Lord, so that was a potential thing.
He risked it on 47 health, and Mr. Dragon Lord decided, I'm gonna show you why you heal on 47. Bah! 48. Take your behind to the house.
So that is unfortunate, but we've got Cyberdark 86 now on a Dragon Lord 2 fight. Popping a heal more at 46 health. And so we'll see how he goes. I think at level 16, it's a pretty solid fight, barring a miss menu.
Yeah, 16, it's a slam dunk.
16 is free. If you got all the resources.
Now, he does have a slightly different build. I'm not sure what R is. I was trying to figure that out, but he's running R, not Z.
And I believe Marashu was running L as well.
Yeah, the capital L is definitely strength agility, so...
Oh, that was strength agility.
Yeah.
Okay.
Capital R is strength HP.
Strength. Oh, so it's just another Z. Gotcha.
I felt like a lot of things went right for me in this one. It's amazing how good everyone is now. Like, to lose this by over 10 minutes to somebody off stream is like, and I felt like I crushed it. A lot of things went right. Like I saved up just enough money for the hand axe just in case it was in the nearby town. Went to the shop, boom, hand axe. I went to like another town, I think it was Breckenary when I was exploring that way. Just barely enough for the large shield. I was like, let's go see if there's a large shield. Boom, large shield. So it was just things like that, like, just getting things done on the way. A lot of stuff just worked out, and yet people finished, even faster. So yeah, kudos to those guys.
Cyberdark has officially gotten his Ball of Light. He's gonna do a quick return spell and take his armor, take his rewards, go back to the castle, pick up his girl, and as soon as his girl is picked up, we're gonna give official race time times. We're gonna need to get out of the habit of SRL times, but we are using race time.
He does have to wait for that princess to talk.
And bingo bang, we have official times. Cyberdark comes in at 1 hour 17 minutes 27 seconds. Asmati comes in at 1 hour 17 seconds to 1 hour 17 minutes 28 seconds. Then EMP comes in at 1 hour 17 minutes and 53 seconds.
Absolutely. So we've got 3 runners within 30 seconds of each other. And looks like Elmore St. James is going to finish up here in just a moment as well.
2 runners within 1 second there between 7th and 8th. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And it looks
So
like,
nice tight race there in the middle of the pack, for certain.
Yeah, you
And
gotta click
Cyber-
that done button really quickly. That's the key.
You kind of got to have it prepared. Oh, actually, on race time, it's just a button you got to click, so at least you don't have to type it anymore.
And Cyberdark, congratulations on making it through the gates. Your journey has ended. But we now have to do that before we go through. Elmore St. James with an official race time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, 30 seconds. So Cyberdark, how do you feel about being the only runner with a small shield going into Sharlock?
GG's to everyone. I realized as I was diving that I forgot to check Caitlin for a large shield, and I couldn't remember where Caitlin was, so I didn't care anymore.
We have the Fizz coming in, and Aaron to you two coming in at an official time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, 44 seconds. GG. Hello there, Fizz. Your journey has ended. How are you feeling?
I'm doing okay. That was actually quite a fun race.
And I think physics, that's Elmore St. James we've got here, yeah?
That
8
is
from
indeed Elmore. That is indeed Elmore. And Farron Burgundy comes in at an official race time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 4 seconds. Ooh. So, to everybody here who has currently had the race, how did you feel to know that Mountain Cave was a bust? There was nothing at Mountain Cave that was worth your time.
I was psyched because I never went into it. That was good news for me.
I came to it so late that I just kind of breezed through it and cast outside.
Same, but I think I ended up diving both just because I wasn't aware of something at the time. Probably the sword.
What I want to know is how about that Tantagel treasury?
Oh yeah. How'd you feel about that?
Pretty boss.
Yeah, I think
remember what was
Smashy
there?
had the same story as that. Just out of luck, I ended up with a fairy water grind. I think that helped actually quite a bit coming out of the treasury. If I didn't get that, I wasn't going to reset or anything, but, you know, it would have been worse.
I didn't get the fairy water grind, and I didn't feel it was super necessary. I got a level pretty fast, and then it just seemed to fall in place. The early hurt was nice.
Was commenting on the availability of that flame sword and silver shield just right next to Tantagel, but no gold grinds in sight anywhere. That's gotta feel it in the hurts. I don't know if any of you running noticed that, but I certainly was like, oh man, nobody's gonna get a silver shield at all in this seed. And sure enough, nobody got a silver shield at all in this seed.
Yeah, I had it in my mind actually, and I had death warped out of whatever the other dungeon was. I managed to full clear the grave or whatever, and so the whole idea there was like, well, I'm going to go check the basement. I hadn't checked the basement of Tantagel yet, so I was like, wow, hopefully there's like one chest over there, you know, Stone's Cave or Tablet Cave, or maybe it's even the other dungeon, and I can get like a gold grind going like in there, you know. And of course, it was the Rainbow Drop Cave, so it's like, ah, oh, okay, no grind.
So did anyone else get an early kill on the Armored Knight using the Spell of Hurt?
Yeah, I got a few of those actually. And then I did the same, like pretty much was able to kill red dragons pretty quickly too, just with whatever weapon I had, the hand axe. It's doing like 7 damage at a time. It's just like, well, I'm not gonna be able to run from these guys, so let's see if we can get them. And sure enough, they were both really nerfed in this one. It was nice.
I actually found the raids really easy to run from this time. I don't think I ever actually killed one.
Must be nice. Must be nice to run from red dragons.
Right?
I think just like trying to get to Sharlock, I got blocked 7 times in a row by an Armored Knight. And it's just like, all right, like what am I gonna do? It just keeps like casting stop spell at me, and I'm just trying to run away. Just 7 blocks. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's faster to just fight them than it is to try to get away.
Yeah, I did not run from a single one.
Yeah, I mean, when they're spamming stop spell and hurt at you, and you've got Erdrick's armor, it's like, yeah, you might be plinking them off, 7 hit points at a time, but they're probably gonna go down. So I certainly can't fault you for that. And they're like what, 255 experience points each?
174.
So, 174. It's still a bunch. Definitely worth it. And we do have Marashu making his way back to Dragonlord. He did grind up to level 16 and is now going to give it another shot. 16, and he'll probably put that death necklace on again. I'm not sure if he did or not, actually.
He put it on originally, so.
Oh, so he wouldn't be able to get it back. Yeah.
Did anyone else? Did anyone go at level 15?
Marashu actually went on 15 and did not succeed.
Chat let us know that Ness Cardinality did dive at level 15 with the death necklace.
Yeah, I think if you had the death necklace, it was pretty straightforward on 15, from what I remember. But if you didn't have it, I thought it was kind of close. But in retrospect, I kind of wish that I had gone for it. I think you had 125 attack power, right? And
Yep.
maybe like if you got some fairy water or something, you can improve your chances. And we had a lot of HP, so I think 15 was probably the level, just given that the Reds and the Armored Knights were so weak. So, I don't know.
EMP came through and said he dived at 14, grinded at 15, grinded 15 all the way down, and won on his last heal more. So I'm thinking maybe NES cards did the exact same thing, but at a much earlier time.
Yeah, I started my dive at 15 and just killed things until I got 16 on the way. And when I finished with 2 heal mores left, I immediately thought, wow, maybe I could have done this at 15.
So I had, I think, 73 or 74 defense. What would that mean for a max attack from the Dragonlord?
51, I think?
Yeah, it depends if you had 73 or 74, actually.
Okay, I wasn't sure, so I just assumed 54 and healed anything above that or below that.
Yeah, because I believe it's 51. At 74, you get hit for 51, you're done. And at 73, you get hit for 53, and you're done.
And it looks like Marashu is turning in his ball of light. He'll have to listen to the princess, or actually the prince, Prince Guimond. And then, so get those GGs out. Marashu has finished with an official time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 51 seconds. We've also got just now BLKJHFDIT finishing 1 hour, 26:47. We still got one runner left in the race time room.
NYC, guys, the only one left because Sausage got the blue Dragonlord, decided, I can't beat you, but I'm gonna let your windows beat you. Blue screen time.
Did anyone find that second continent slightly confusing? I did some loose mapping instead of detailed, and it was fun on the way back.
I feel like the person that's remaining in the race was actually our restreamer. I don't know if he's actually in the race, but I'm not sure.
Well, right now we have Marashu. Hey, you finished your journey. Your journey has ended. So how do you feel about this race?
Joyzal is just defeated the Dragonlord.
Oh, very good. So he should be finishing up just momentarily.
And Marashu, if we're speaking, we did not hear you.
Could be a push to talk thing, but yeah, hopefully we'll hear from you in just a moment. But excellent job finishing up. Unfortunate to hear about that that first dive that you had, and we can hear you now. So yeah,
Okay.
Welcome in, and tell us your thoughts on the race.
Yeah, sorry, I got a new headset and I forgot to plug the mic in. Anyway, I feel like that should have been an easy seed. Things are going really great. And then I forget herbs. And then I forget what experience I need for 16, and then I just forget everything, forget all the things. So, yeah, I think that could have gone a lot better than it did, but it was still a fun seed.
At least you had fun.
You did have that early level 15 dive, if I remember correctly, where you put on the death necklace. I didn't quite catch what happened. Did you take a risky swing on the Dragon Lord, or maybe forget your defense was low? Can you walk us through what happened there?
Yeah, I was at 47, and I saw I didn't have much MP, so I took the swing, and of course I get hit for 48 with I think it was a DL2 breath, but
Yep.
yeah.
That'll do it. And of course, at that point, you're not able to put the necklace back on, and so had to grind up to level 16. But all in all, a good showing. You were steadily in, at least for what was on screen, the second place until that mishap.
Yeah, well, if nothing else, it's a mistake I won't make going into the tournament next week. So I'd rather make mistakes here than there.
Absolutely.
Makes sense. Also, we finally have our final contestant walking in. NYC guy comes in at an official race time of 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 25 seconds. As of right now, we have concluded the race at 1 hour, 28 minutes, 55.5 seconds. So everybody has crossed the finish line, for those who have made it across the finish line. So with that being said, before we go and give the wrap up, anyone afraid of who they're playing in who you don't want to be seeing before going into the bracket stage, who you don't want to be losing to?
I'm just going to lose to everybody, and that makes it fun.
Yeah, I get to go off against Angel FM. That's not going to be he's going to wipe the floor with me, but that's fine. It's all fun.
It's nice that it is a Swiss system tournament this year. So 5 matches guaranteed for everyone. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to losing 5 times. It'll be great. So much more losing than last year.
It looks like Jusel is afraid of FC. But if nobody else have any other comments, do you guys have any final words before we close down another Sunday seed and get ready for the big bad tournament that is the summer breakout?
No, just good luck everybody in the tournament, and we'll see you throughout the week.
Yeah, same for me. Good luck, everyone, and I enjoy watching everyone's races.
Awesome. Well, it's great to hear that. And yeah, definitely keep an eye out on all of your favorite randomizer channels, SpeedGaming, etc. Because there is going to be tons of Dragon Warrior Randomizer going on. If you liked what you saw tonight, make sure that you follow our runners that were on screen today. Marashu Online, Up to NG, Cyberdark86, Elmore St. James. Their links are all there in chat. I'm Velu V. Tracking tonight was Kamion Renakai. Along with me in the announcer's booth was Sinister Kun. And Sinister, if you want to take it away, why don't you close us on out for the night?
But of course, this is Sinister Sama, and make sure you give all your runners your love, your attention, and if you want to come in, hey, this may be you in the future. But for the commentary team, the restream team, and to all the racers, we go with this. Good fight, good night. Take care, folks.